Mel, see if Alejandra Navarrete can get a hold of Mr. Alarcón so that somebody can tell him.
Yes, Your Honor, let me get a hold of him.
Well,
He can't hear us. I sent him a message. Tell him just to be here at the court at 1:30. We'll do the plea in person.
Okay. Let me let him know. Thank you.
thank you.
We're gonna do it during the discovery compliance, or can we do it a little bit earlier?
What?
The plea in person?
We'll do it right after the compliance hearings.
Okay, sounds good.
And Ms. Santos, good morning. We have an unusual situation. One of the pleas, we're just going to need for you to translate it into Spanish because we have one of the complaining witness who is watching this through YouTube. So she's not on Zoom, so you're not going to be translating for a specific person. You're just going to translate the plea into Spanish. So it'll be both English and Spanish where everybody on YouTube can hear. Does that make sense? Okay, I can't hear you, so let me see. Okay. Yes, and you're not going to be interpreting for any specific person. It's just for YouTube. Okay,
I'm gonna call Joey Judge to see, make sure he leaks on right away.
yeah, and we're gonna try to do that one first. That way, is everything correct now? All the functions? I turned it off, so. Okay, now I can't hear you. Let me see. Okay, try it there.
Okay, now,
Okay,
yes,
perfect.
Your Honor, yes,
Okay, thank you. I'm glad we did this before we started.
yes.
Okay, then as soon as everybody logs on, and
Yes,
it's
Your Honor.
going to be the plea for is it Saldivar or let me see.
I believe so, Your Honor.
The defendant is outside and Joey's on the line with him right now talking to him, so they'll be linking on in just a moment.
Okay, thank you. There is Joey. Okay.
Morning, Judge.
Hello, good morning. Let me just get my docket. And we're starting with, good morning, everyone. We're starting with Jose Saldivar, please.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Saldivar needs an interpreter.
Oh, okay. Then, okay. So, Ms. Santos, how are we gonna do this?
We can do it the same way, Your Honor.
Okay, all righty, thank you. Yes, we have an interpreter.
All right. Saldivar. Saldivar. Adelante. Y ahí en la mesa puede poner usted su tableta y ahorita la termina de llenar. Se para enfrente de la cámara. Sí, ahí va a tener ya su intérprete. Acérquese un poquito para que hable fuerte para que lo oigan, ¿ok?
So, plea to 2852 and 543.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, are we ready? I've got Mary, I've got defense, I've got state, I've got Mr. Saldivar, I've got the Ms. Santos, okay. Alrighty, good morning, everyone. We are live on YouTube as well as on the record. We are here under cause number 2021-0C02852 and 2020-0C00543.
Buenos días, estamos aquí en directo por YouTube, así como en el acta. Estamos aquí para los casos 2021-0C02852 y 2020-0C00543.
State of Texas.
Judge,
Oh, you know
Judge,
what?
I apologize.
I called the wrong number.
Yes,
So it's,
Perdón, me he equivocado en el número de caso.
okay, is it 91?
yes.
Okay. The other clause number is 2022-0C00091.
Sí, el número de causa correcto es 2022-0C00091.
The state of Texas versus Jose Saldivar.
El estado de Texas contra José Saldivar.
And may I have announcements from council, please.
Preséntense abogados, por favor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Guadalupe Lopez Lozano for the state. The state is ready to proceed.
Buenos días, su señoría. Guadalupe López Lozano representando al Estado. El Estado está preparado para continuar.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Heath on behalf of the defense. Ready, Your Honor.
Buenos días, su señoría. Joseph Bith representando al acusado. Preparados.
And Mr. Saldivar, I need your complete name, your date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
Señor Saldívar, yo necesito que me diga su nombre completo, su fecha de nacimiento y si me puede decir, por favor, si es ciudadano de los Estados Unidos.
Me llamo José Efraín Saldivar. Mi fecha de nacimiento es mayo 6 del 86. Y sí soy ciudadano de los Estados Unidos.
My name is José Efraín Saldivar. My birth date is 6th of May of 86. And yes, I am a United States citizen.
And Mr. Saldivar, you are being charged with 2 cases of assault family violence. Those are Class A misdemeanors.
Y señor Saldivar, a usted se le acusa de 2 casos de agresión a un miembro de la familia. Ambos son delitos menores de clase A.
And the range of punishment on each one is a fine up to $4,000 and or jail time up to 1 year.
Y el rango de castigo es una multa de no más de $4,000 y o tiempo en la cárcel de no más de 1 año.
On these 2 cases, you have the right to have a jury trial. If
En-
you do not, oh, go ahead.
En ambos casos, usted tiene el derecho a que se celebre un juicio conjurado.
If you do not wish to have a jury trial, we can have a trial in front of the court, or you can plead guilty. What do you wish to do?
Si usted no desea que se celebre un juicio con jurado, se puede celebrar un jurado aquí en el tribunal delante de un juez solamente, o puede usted declararse culpable. ¿Qué es lo que quiere usted hacer?
Me voy a declarar culpable.
I want to plead guilty.
Okay. And Ms. Lopez Lozano, what is the recommendation from the state? And what has been tendered to the defense pursuant to 3914? I'm sorry.
Y señorita Lozano, entonces, ¿cuál es la recomendación por parte del Estado y cuáles son las pruebas que se han ofrecido a la parte contraria de acuerdo al 3914?
You're muted.
Your Honor, the plea terms are that the defendant is to plead guilty to cause numbers ending in 0543 and 0091 for 24 months, deferred adult probation, $1,000 fine, no offensive contact with Angie Ramirez, UABA, curfew, 100 hours community service, and all other standard terms. The state is also agreeing.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I need
Okay.
to interpret.
Yes.
Sí, el acuerdo sería que se declarara culpable en los casos que terminan en los números 0543 y 0091. Serían 24 meses de supervisión comunitaria para adultos, una multa de $1,000, no tener ningún contacto ofensivo con Angie Rentería, pruebas antidoping, toque de queda, 100 horas de servicios comunitarios y el resto de condiciones y términos estándar.
The name is Angie Ramirez, and the state is also agreeing to dismiss cause numbers 2022 0D0 314, 2022 0C0 093, 2022 0C0 106, and 2022 0C0092.
El nombre de la testigo denunciante es Angie Ramírez y el Estado estaría dispuesto a retirar los cargos en los casos 2022 0C0314, 2022 0C0093, 2022 0C0106 y 2022 0C0092.
The state has also complied with 3914 and has tendered the following. Supplement,
El Estado también ha cumplido con el artículo 3914 y ha ofrecido las siguientes pruebas.
supplements to include all police reports, evidence property, officer histories, audios, photos, and videos.
Hemos presentado todos los informes policiales y las pruebas con respecto a los audios, las fotografías y videos.
And Mr. Veith, have you had an opportunity to review all the evidence that's been tendered or uploaded into portal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Y señor Viz, ¿usted ha tenido la oportunidad de revisar todas las pruebas que se han presentado o que se han subido al portal o al sistema? Sí, su señoría.
Okay. And Mr. Saldivar, is this your understanding of the recommendation?
Y muy bien, y señor Saldívar, ¿esto es lo que usted ha entendido que es la recomendación que le han hecho? Yes.
And the recommendation is that you not be found guilty of these two offenses?
¿Y la recomendación es que a usted no le declararían culpable por estos dos delitos?
That you be placed on deferred probation for 24 months?
Que usted se haría un aplazamiento de la sentencia condenatoria durante 24 meses.
Once you successfully complete your deferred probation?
Y una vez usted cumpliera satisfactoriamente la libertad vigilada,
Then the charges would be dismissed.
entonces estos cargos serían sobreseídos.
If you violate your probation in any manner?
Si usted infringe su libertad vigilada de cualquier forma,
you may be arrested
a usted se le podrá arrestar
and brought back to this court
y usted sería llevado de nuevo ante esta sala del tribunal
to determine if you are guilty of these two offenses at that time.
y en ese momento se determinaría si usted es culpable por estos dos delitos
At that time.
en esos momentos.
And I also need to advise you that if you successfully complete your deferred probation,
Y también necesito informarle que si usted cumple satisfactoriamente con la libertad vigilada
and if you are eligible for an order of non-disclosure,
y si usted cumple con los requisitos para que toda esta información de estos casos se mantenga confidencial,
then you may petition the court to do so.
entonces usted le puede pedir al juez que esto se haga así.
And I do not have to follow this recommendation.
Entonces que sepa usted que yo, la jueza, no tengo por qué seguir esta recomendación.
However, if I do,
Sin embargo, si cumplo con esta
You may-
recomendación,
you may not appeal, you may not appeal my decision.
usted no podrá entonces apelar mi decisión.
Okay, and in regards to the assault family violence case ending with 543, how do you plead?
Entonces, con respecto a la agresión a un miembro de la familia en el número de causa que termina en 543, ¿cómo se declara usted?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And to the offense of assault family violence ending with 091, how do you plead?
Y con respecto a la causa de agresión a un miembro de la familia, el número de causa que termina en 091, ¿cómo se declara usted?
Pues, culpable también, ¿no?
Well, also guilty, ¿no?
The court is going to accept your guilty pleas.
Yo voy a aceptar sus declaraciones de culpabilidad.
You will not be found guilty of these offenses today.
A usted no le voy a declarar culpable de estos delitos hoy.
You are being placed on deferred probation for 24 months.
Usted estará bajo libertad vigilada durante 24 meses,
Which includes all the conditions that were mentioned a few minutes ago.
y que esto incluye todas las condiciones que se han mencionado hace unos minutos.
Especially
Yes.
no offensive contact with Angie Ramirez.
Y especialmente no tener ningún contacto ofensivo contra Angie Ramírez.
Okay. Is there anything else from the state or from the defense?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Nothing from this defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Mr.
Hay-
Saldi- oh,
¿Hay
sorry.
algo más que tenga que añadir el Estado o la defensa? Nada por parte del Estado, nada por parte de la defensa.
And Mr. Saldivar, the court has given you credit for your, I believe it's 5 or 6 days in the county jail towards your cost.
Entonces, señor Saldívar, el juzgado le va a dar crédito por los 5 o 6 días que usted pasó en la cárcel del condado y se tomará como crédito con respecto a las costas judiciales.
And Mr. Saldivar, have you understood everything today?
Y señor Saldívar, ¿usted ha entendido todo lo que ha ocurrido hoy?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And let the record reflect that Ms. Leonor Santos was the certified court interpreter for this proceeding.
Y quiero que conste en el acta que la señorita Leonor Santos ha sido la intérprete certificada en este proceso.
And Ms. Lozano, when you have an opportunity, send me the dismissal so I can sign them and we can file them today. And
Yes, of course.
Y señorita Lozano, si puede por favor mandarme los sobreseimientos para que yo pueda firmarlos y poder registrarlos hoy. Sí.
And Good luck, Mr. Saldivar. In a few minutes, they're gonna go over your paperwork and your reporting conditions, okay? Thank you so much.
Entonces, buena suerte, señor Saldívar. En unos minutos van a revisar con usted la documentación y las condiciones que tendrá usted que cumplir para reportarse.
Gracias.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Alrighty. Does anybody else need the certified court interpreter? Dennis or anybody else? Does anybody else's clients need her?
Your Honor.
No, Dennis?
No, Judge, I don't need the interpreter.
How about you, Matthew? Or Sarah?
No, Your
How about
Honor,
you?
I don't.
Okay, alrighty. Thank you, Ms. Santos. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Have
Your
a
Honor.
wonderful day.
You too.
Alrighty,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr.
Bye-bye.
And let's see, Mr. Matthew was the second attorney I saw, so let me see, who's your client, Matthew? Serrano?
That's Arlene Serrano, Your Honor.
Okay, then let's move on to Arlene Serrano, please. And Lupita, where did I get the name Renteria from? Because that's what I had. So it's Ramirez,
Yes, it's Ramirez.
then I made the mistake.
Did I write it down or
I
on the?
don't
plea
know
paper?
where I got it from, and I don't have time to investigate right now. Let me see, let me just,
You can blame it on me then.
okay, alrighty. Okay, let's move on to Arlie. Is this Arlene Serrano?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can't tell who's who with mask on. Okay. Good morning, everyone. We are here under clause numbers 2022-0C01690. State of Texas versus Arlene Serrano. And may I have announcements from council, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Guadalupe Lopez Lozano for the state. The state is ready to proceed.
Good morning, Matthew Pospisil for the defense. My client is present with the virtual police center and we are ready to proceed.
And Ms. Serrano, go ahead and give me your complete name, date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
Yes, my name is Arlene Serrano. My date of birth is October 27th, 1987, and yes, I am a U.S. citizen.
And Ms. Serrano, you are being charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, having a blood alcohol concentration higher than 0.15. On this case, you have the right to have a jury trial. If you do not wish to plead guilty, we can have a trial in front of a jury in front of the court. Would you like to have a trial? Would you like to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor, I will be pleading guilty.
Okay. And what is the recommendation from the state and what's been tendered to the defense pursuant to 3914?
Your Honor, the recommendation from the state is a year in jail probated for 12 months adult probation, a $500 fine, court costs, 90 hours community service, UABA, victim impact panel, DWI, repeat offender school, curfew, interlock, and a $15 video fee. The state has also complied with 3914 and has tendered over supplements to include all police reports, attachments, scanned documents, evidence, property, officer history, and audios and videos.
And Mr. Pospisil, have you had an opportunity to review everything that's been placed on portal or tendered to you?
I have, Your Honor.
And Ms. Serrano, is this your understanding of the recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor.
I do not have to follow this recommendation. However, if I do, you may not appeal my decision without my permission. To the offense of driving while intoxicated, having a blood alcohol concentration higher than 0.15, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The court is going to accept your guilty plea, finds you guilty of this offense, sentences you to the recommendation of the state. And is there anything else from the state or from the defense?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Serrano, have you understood everything? Do you have any questions?
I do not. Thank you so much.
Okay. All righty. In a few minutes, they're gonna go over your paperwork and explain your reporting conditions and all your terms and conditions of probation. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and on this one, I hadn't done the docket sheet, so I'm gonna do it in a few minutes. Okay, that's the one I hadn't done, the docket sheet. Alrighty, anything else on this case?
No, Your Honor.
Okay,
No, thank you.
okay. Good luck, Ms. Serrano, thank you.
And may I be excused, Judge?
Yes, thank you so much. And then, Dennis. Who is- On the solar. Adrian on the solar.
¿La sola? ¿Está en la sola? ¿Quién está en la sola? La sola. Bien, bien. Volteando a ver la pantalla.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Andasola.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, all righty, good morning, everyone. We are here under cause number 2021-0C02852, State of Texas versus Adrian Andasola, and may I have announcements from council, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Guadalupe Lopez Lozano for the state. The state is ready to proceed.
Dennis for Adrian Andasola, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
And Mr. Andasola, go ahead and give me your complete name, date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
Adrian Andasola, 7/25/93, and I am a U.S. citizen, ma'am.
And Mr. Andasola, you are being charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, having a blood alcohol concentration higher than 0.15. That is a Class A misdemeanor. Range of punishment on that is a fine up to $4,000 and or jail time up to 1 year. On this case, you have the right to have a jury trial. If you do not wish to plead guilty, we can have a trial in front of a jury in front of the court. Would you like to have a trial? Would you like to plead guilty?
I'm guilty, ma'am.
Okay, and what is the recommendation from the state and what's been tendered to the defense?
Your Honor, the recommendation from the state is going to be 90 days probated for 12 months adult probation, a $500 fine, court costs, 100 hours community service, UABA, curfew from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. unless working. It's going to be a TAP assessment, DWI school, ignition interlock device, lab fee, and all other standard terms and conditions. This case is also to run concurrent with 2022 0D00850. The state has also complied with 3914 and has tendered over supplements to include all police reports, attachments, evidence, property, officer history, videos, and photos.
And Mr. Moore, have you had an opportunity to review everything that's been placed on portal or tendered to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Andasola, is this your understanding of the recommendation that you be placed on probation for 12 months? This is going to run concurrent with a felony, and I believe you're pleading guilty to that one tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I do not have to follow this recommendation. However, if I do, you may not appeal my decision without my permission. To the offense of driving while intoxicated, having a blood alcohol concentration higher than 0.15, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The court is going to accept your guilty plea, finds you guilty of this offense, sentences you to the recommendation of the state. You have 1 day credit, so that will be $100 off your cost. And then I've lowered your probation fees from $60 a month to $35. And is there anything else from the state or from the defense?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Andasola, have you understood everything? Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, alrighty. Good luck, sir. In a couple of minutes, they're gonna explain everything to you, all your terms and conditions and your reporting conditions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Moore. Have a great day.
You too, thank you.
Let's see, and let's go with Mr. De Vicente. And do we send the deferred over there? Okay. Okay. Good morning, Mr. De Vicente. Can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Okay. All righty. We are here under clause number 2020-0C04134. State of Texas versus Adrian Vicente. And may I have announcements from council, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Guadalupe Lopez Lozano for the state. The state is ready to proceed.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sarah Jakely for Mr. De Vicente. We are also ready to proceed.
And Mr. De Vicente, go ahead and give me your complete name, date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
My name is Adrian De Vicente. My date of birth is March 7 of 2000, and I am a U.S. citizen.
And Mr. De Vicente, you're being charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated. That is a Class B misdemeanor. Range of punishment is a fine up to $2,000 and jail term from 72 hours up to 180 days. On this case, you have the right to have a jury trial. If you do not wish to plead guilty, we can have a trial in front of a jury in front of the court. Would you like to have a trial? Would you like to plead guilty?
I would like to plead guilty.
And what is the recommendation from the state and what's been tendered to the defense pursuant to 3914?
Your Honor, the recommendation from the state is 12 months deferred adult probation. Court costs $500. Fine, we will be probating $500. 80 hours community service, DWI school, victim impact panel, interlock, UABA, curfew, and a $60 lab fee, and in addition to a $15 video fee. The state has also complied with 3914 and has tendered over all supplements to include police reports, scanned documents, evidence property, accident reports, officer history, audios, and videos.
And Ms. Jakely, have you had an opportunity to review everything that's been placed on portal or tendered to you?
Yes, Your Honor. And I would also just like to specify that Mr. De Vicente doesn't have a working vehicle, so he'll need to get a portable, not an interlock.
Okay, he can tell probation now.
Okay.
And let me see. And Mr. De Vicente, is this your understanding of the recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor.
I do not have to follow this recommendation. However, if I do, you may not appeal my decision without my permission. To the offense of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The court is going to accept your guilty plea, finds you guilty of this offense, sentences you to the recommendation of the state. And is there, hold on. I was trying to work on two docket sheets at the same time. This one's deferred, right? Mr. De Vicente.
Correct.
You are not, I'm sorry, the court is going to accept your guilty plea. You will not be found guilty of this offense. You're being placed on deferred probation for 12 months. Once you successfully complete your probation, the charges will be dismissed. However, if you violate your probation in any manner, you may be arrested, brought here in front of this court, and at that time, we would have a hearing to determine whether you are guilty of this offense. If you are found guilty at that time, you're facing up to 180 days in the county jail. I also need to advise you that if you are eligible for an order of non-disclosure, you may petition the court for an order of non-disclosure. And I do not have to follow this recommendation. However, if I do, you may not appeal my decision without my permission. And let's see, and you already said you were guilty, so the court is placing you on deferred probation along with all the conditions that were mentioned a few minutes ago. Anything else from the state or from the defense?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you. Do you have any questions, Mr. De Vicente? I think you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 days credit towards your cost, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, alrighty. Good luck, sir. In a few minutes, they're gonna go over all your conditions, your terms and conditions, and your reporting procedures, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And in regards to Mr. Alarcon, we're gonna do the plea of two this afternoon. And virtual center, we are done, right?